So thank you, Billy. Thank you, Cynthia, for doing this. And thank you, everybody, for supporting us here on Kickstarter. So I guess I'll start with the most important question first. What is your favorite martial arts movie and why of all time?
Mine?
Sure. Start with you.
My favorite martial arts movie, Five Fingers of Death.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Why is that?
I like the bad guys and like the good guys. I mean, there was a movie where both sides had honor as well as good martial arts skills. And it was the first martial arts movie for me that I got a chance to see first before Enter the Dragon and Bruce Lee's movies. Well, I thought Five Fingers of Death was a great movie.
Wow. Okay. I was not expecting that.
Yeah.
All right. How about you?
Well, there's a lot of movies I like, but I have to say the one that impacted me the most was Snake in the Eagle's Shadow by Jackie Chan. It was the first action picture I've ever seen, first time I've ever seen Jackie Chan. And I just loved his move. I loved the Hong Kong cinema right from the start. And I remember I would go home and practice all the moves that I saw him do on screen, never thinking that I would meet him and be in Hong Kong films. But I love the snake. It's one of my favorite animal forms to do. And I'd have to say that ranks pretty high on my list.
What was the name of it again?
Snake in the Eagle's Shadow.
I have not seen that.
Oh, wow.
I've seen it.
I need to check that
Yeah,
out.
yeah,
okay.
it's really good. Yeah.
All right. That's a lot of surprising answers. Okay. What is starting with you, Cynthia, what is your favorite martial arts movie you've been involved with?
That's a tough one because I have two. Because one is for fighting and one is just overall story
Okay.
acting. I would have to say for fighting, it's Lady Reporter because I think the fights in it are amazing, incredible. They were very tough. I thought I was going to get killed every time I did one of them because they were so hard. But I would have to say that one as far as like difficulty goes. And overall, on my American movies, which is different because you can't compare it to the Hong Kong fighting, I think to the American movies, but I'd have to say Sworn to Justice is my favorite American movie.
The one you did with Kurt?
Yes, with Kurt McKinney.
Okay. Excellent. How about you, Billy?
And for me, like Cynthia said, King Kickboxers was my favorite one because of the Hong Kong crew. They knew how to set up fights. They knew how to set up camera angles, and that was really awesome to be able to do that. And then as well as Showdown, it was in my second. And Showdown was an awesome movie for me, from the American company to do.
Another one I haven't seen. Man, I feel like
you
such a
gotta
slacker.
see, it's a good movie.
Okay, Showdown.
You got your work to do.
I do. Okay. Of all the martial arts movies you've seen and loved over the years, if you could pick one that you were not a part of that you wish you could have been, that you would, like if it was Kickboxer or something like that, which movie do you wish you had been a part of?
Enter the Dragon.
Enter the Dragon.
Yeah, this would be on set with Bruce Lee. Oh my God, that would be amazing. Just to be on the set, even if I didn't get a chance to be in the movie, just to be on the set of that movie, just to watch him, because this is watching him back then and seeing the things that they have in the movie industry now. Could you imagine? Because Bruce Lee could do things back then that was really amazing. Could you imagine what would happen if he was still doing movies now? So, Enter the Dragon.
Enter the Dragon, classic.
I'd have to say, when I first saw La Femme Nikita, I saw that movie and was like, gosh, I wish I could have played that part. And it was the French version. And then years later, they did the American version. But I love that. It was one of the early times we saw a really, really tough female assassin. And I would have loved to have played that part.
Yeah, you would have been awesome in that movie.
Yeah, that would have been amazing.
No, I love that movie too. You would have been awesome. I always said that too. If Cynthia could have done that movie, oh my God. Because that would have been a really good movie for her.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That's a good answer.
Did you see that one?
Yes, I have seen that
good.
one. And the American one. Okay. What do you think is maybe the most underrated action film that you loved, or maybe of all time, or anything like that, that maybe people should either watch for the first time or revisit? If you could pick one that's underrated, what would you pick? Doesn't have to be martial arts, just action.
Action movie. Wow. That's hard to do. But I think I would love to have seen you in this movie too. The underground where they turn into wolves and vampires.
Oh yeah,
I would love.
Underworld.
Yes,
Underworld.
yes,
I would
yes.
love to see her at that character too.
Yes, that was a good one too.
Oh.
Because guns and her martial
Yeah.
arts skills, I think people would have went nuts.
Okay, so the Underworld series.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I did not expect that either.
Yeah, I like that movie. That was
What about
pretty
you?
cool.
That's hard, underrated one.
Well, here, I'll throw one out. I
Yeah.
think Last Action Hero, the Arnold Schwarzenegger movie, I think people were expecting a regular Arnold movie, and it's a satire of Arnold's movies. And I think a lot of people maybe didn't like it when it first came out because they just wanted a regular action movie. So I always say Last Action Hero. Like, if you saw it in the 90s and didn't like it, maybe revisit it knowing he's making fun of his own movies and see if maybe people like it differently. What, you got one?
An underrated one. That's a hard one because it was probably I don't know. Let me think. An underrated one. I don't know.
Someone said
That's the first time ever someone's asked me a question I didn't have an answer to it. It would probably have to be like one of the Hong Kong movies that I saw that nobody has ever seen. I don't even know the name of them. That's how
so
unpopular
Hong
they
Kong
were.
action.
I'd say Hong Kong. Yeah, a lot of Hong Kong action pictures.
I mean, most Americans haven't seen any of those, so
Yeah, right.
the whole genre is underrated.
Yeah. So pick
what
one.
about that ninja too? The ninja movie from Japan.
The one with Shokasugi?
No, the last assassinator. No,
Yeah, I know which one
it's,
you're
it's a
talking
ninja
about.
movie. The guy
Yeah,
has
it's
long
really
hair.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I know that one.
Comes back and he comes back and he kills all these people. I mean, it's amazing. It's an amazing movie. This older guy is talking about. He sees this tattoo on the guy's neck, and all of a sudden he starts to go. And the next thing you know, this whole room gets slaughtered. It was an awesome movie. You didn't really hear too much about it.
I'll have to look that up too. You guys are giving me a lot
cool.
I don't know. Just when I think I know a lot of movies, I don't. Okay, well, that's all the questions I have. Thank you guys so much for the
Thank
support.
you.
And
Thank you.
Thank you everyone on Kickstarter for supporting this. It's made a huge difference. So
Keep up the good work, guys.